Ah, man, I was too busy battling. I forgot to put my order in. I wonder if they have, like, Poke DoorDash or something. But anyway, hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Pokemaniac, coming back at you with yet another exciting episode of Pokemon Battles, not even Pokemon Platinum. But anywho, in the last episode, I'm not kidding you, we literally got from one side of the hotel to the other. That is the entirety of the progress we made. There were a lot of people in the restaurant today, so I can't be entirely to blame. But in this episode, guys, I promise you, we will get to our destination of Pastoria City. But we're not going to be getting there by standing here, so let's take on the beach. And what do you have to say, little girl?
I can battle too.
Uh-oh, okay. I was faked out. I thought it was just a nice little girl hanging out, Chelsea, hanging out on the beach, you know, maybe catching some waves. Aw, she's got some seals on her Meryl's Pokeball. And I love how uncomfortable Meryl looks in this generation. Oh my goodness. Like seriously, Meryl's mouth, it's just a bar straight across. It's like, what do I do? I've never been in a battle situation before. No, but it's using Aqua Ring. Aqua Ring, it's an okay move. It's kind of like Ingrain. Honestly, it doesn't restore enough HP to justify its use, if you ask me. If it just a little more, I think it would be really good. Losing made me all hungry now. Me too. I guess Chelsea also suffers from forgetting to eat while in the midst of Pokemon battling. But I mean, if you combo it, Aqua Ring with like leftovers or something, I mean, I'm sure you can get back some decent health that way. What's this kid have to say?
Isn't this nice? I love my inflatable tube.
Aw, look at kid loving his toys. I'll tell you what. Tuber Jared, who's just running the beach, and he's got a Shellos. A shiny Shellos? Is that what I'm looking at? No, we are not looking at a shiny Shellos, just like we weren't looking at a shiny Gligar or shiny Zubat. Shellos, obviously we know Shellos very, very well, considering we have Gastrodon on our team. But this is the blue Shellos. So you remember, I believe back in Veilstone, someone mentioned something about Mount Coronet splitting Sinnoh basically in half, and that Pokemon looked different depending on what half they came from. Shellos is, I think, the one example in this game of that. If you get a Shellos from our side of Mount Coronet, where we started, which is the west side, the west side, your Shellos will be pink, and if you get it from the east side, your Shellos will be blue. And apparently, this little tuber here has been on a Shellos collecting spree. You know what? We'll let Autumn handle this. This seems to be his realm. Got to show his dominance over the blue Shellos from the other coast. Can't wear those colors over here now. Okay, that's not too bad. I wonder if that's like Hidden Power Ice or something. That would be really cool. Mine's Hidden Power Fire, if you recall, which hasn't come up too often, but it can come up later. Just not on, fighting types, not on ghost types, and certainly not on other water types, I suppose. But Autumn will get his day in the sun when it comes to Hidden Power. Since we missed like 2 times in a row with Mud Bomb while I was trying to vamp through it, this battle's taken way too long for what it's worth. We're just gonna body slam and finish it off. And last but not least, you guessed it, it's a Shellos. Aww, there's this pink one. Look at, so happy. Look at all those memories just kept flooding back of when my Gastrodon was but a little Shellos. Killing Zubats right off the bat too. Quite literally right off the bat, huh? Good one, Jake. No, I didn't high five myself. Grow up. Grow up. Tell you what. All right, take that, Jared.
It's not easy training to move while holding yourself in an air tube.
I think I read that right. I don't know. Again, those are so fast. And since we're stepping on the beach, there's gotta be an item. There's a couple. Hello. Let us move over 2 paces. Was that too many? Yeah, it was. Okay, I think I'm on top of it, actually. Down, over. Ah, and we get ourselves a heart scale. Heart scale is super useful. Coming up, too. A couple paces this way. Where are we now? Maybe another step. One more. And we got ourselves a pearl. Ooh. You know what? That makes sense, though. You'd find a pearl on the beach. Pearl while stepping on the beach. Anything else here? Nope, not looking like it. Which is a-okay by me. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to get 2 items there on the beach, but I figure it's the beach they're gonna hide items on it because, you know, you find stuff on the beach. And, I wonder what this fisherman has. Well, whatever it is, it's not gonna stand up to the wrath of Maytag. That's for sure. So what do you have to say? There's a fancy hotel and a fancy place with a fancy restaurant. That fancy restaurant's filled with fancy people who think of themselves being too fancy to battle alone. Okay. So this guy's got some issues with some of the wealthy clientele that frequent that resort area. And how about you? Just now, I was just about to reel it in. Honestly, if some 10-year-old came over and interrupted me while I was about to catch it, like a big fish, I would have turned around immediately and thrown animals at him too. Like, I can't even be mad at this guy. But he's got himself a Remoraid, which we haven't seen thus far. Look at that. Lots of new Pokemon on our radar today, guys. I'll tell you what. And by today, I mean past 2 episodes, because I'm filming these all kind of in a block, just because it takes, you know, quite a bit to get through here. But well, there it was, and there it goes. Remoraid is a pure water-type Pokemon. It evolves into Octillery, which is a very unique Pokemon. It's not the best. It's a very interesting Pokemon. I can't super recommend it. It does get some unique moves, including Octazooka, which only Octilleries can learn. So if you want a unique Pokemon, while keeping a challenge in the game, I say go for it. You know, can't hurt. And so something that can hurt, say hello to Gyarados. I know we talked about Magikarp, but I don't know if we've seen a Gyarados thus far. Gyarados at this level usually aren't too threatening because most people don't have, well, most NPC trainers don't have water-type moves on them yet. But Gyarados, the evolved form of Magikarp, this thing has been a powerhouse since Gen 1. It continues to be a powerhouse in Gen 4, and it still is pretty good to this day. Like, that's the staying power of Gyarados. That's how good this Pokemon is. 10 out of 10, can recommend if you want a good water type. Gyarados is a heck of a find. Whether you want to raise the Magikarp up yourself, or catch a high-level Magikarp and then just level it up, or if you know, you can just find them out there in the ocean. They just live there. I don't know what to tell you. You can pick one up. So take that, Kenneth. You need to have more respect for a grown-up. Yeah, you know what? I actually do feel bad about that one. Usually I don't feel too bad about that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I regret. And there is an item. I knew there was. This place looked a little too suspicious. Where is it now? It's right below me. And it's another heart scale. So definitely, if you come to the beach, I mean, use your dowsing machine. You definitely want to pick up these heart scales. They will be useful in a little bit. Dr. Footstep's house. Footprints reveal all... That can't be his actual name. Oh, no. Hang on. Oh. He's not like a weird footstep guy, is he?
Pokemon are quite easy for me to read. I only need to see their footprints, and their innermost thoughts are revealed to me. Oh, you're skeptical of my claim? Then let your Rotom walk in front of me right here. I'll just be looking at its feet.
Rotom don't have feet, though.
From its footprints, I will determine how it feels about you.
But it doesn't have feet.
Oh, yeah. Did Maytag get stronger? Who is responsible for making me so? Is it Jake's doing? Is the trainer owed my thanks? Oh, Rotom doesn't leave any footprints.
Oh, okay, good.
It's somewhat difficult for me to determine what its thoughts are.
That's kind of lame. You went through that whole production? Not bag. I want to switch my Pokemon out. I don't know. How about Homie? All right, Homie probably doesn't care about getting his feet inspected by weird guys. You want to check the fields of your Pokemon again? Okay, so we'll let Homie walk in front of him. And let's see. Oh, he's blown away. Hunter, me. There are lots of kinds of moves. I like those dark type moves. Oh, and dragon type moves too. How will they be for this Bidoof? Will they be for me? Or a no sort of thing? Hunter. I don't know what that means. I mean, that kind of makes sense. If I had to give a voice to Bidoof, Hunter would be like up there. So, okay. So it's good to know that Homie's, still a homie. I did not glean any information about how he feels about me from that. But it's good to know he likes dark and dragon type moves. He would have a fascination in moves. Like that actually makes sense. He might be legit, guys. That's the conclusion I've come to coming out of there. That guy might actually be legit because Homie would probably be very interested in moves since we have, basically forced him to be our HM slave. It would make sense that his interests would lie in, his role in life. Another pearl, not too big of a deal. Sell it for some huns.
Let me demonstrate my technique. It's how this grown-up battles.
In my entire adult life, I've yet to run into a grown-up who has to specify that they are, in fact, a grown-up, even when they're talking to little kids. But a Glameow does not seem like a very grown-up Pokemon, if you ask me. And Zuko's Mach Punch should make quick work of this thing. Zuko, you bring dishonor to this team. I've never been more humiliated in my life than that Glameow withstanding a Mach Punch from Zuko. Uncle Iroh would be very upset with you. But he'd be, he'd be cool with it. Settle it over a cup of tea. Yeah, take that, you grown up. Not so great being a grown up, is it? Frickin' Rigida. We'll go grab that in a moment. But first, this guy. There's something on top of this big cliff here. My instincts tell me that. But how am I supposed to climb up? I don't know. I do not know. We also can't climb up. So there's nothing we can worry about up there. But what we can do is break rocks. So we're going to come over here and get TM40 Aerial Ace, which I'd give to Warbeak right away. But as you guys know, Warbeak's already got Aerial Ace. Learned it naturally. How about that? Coming over here, yes, we will rock smash this boulder as well. And it's a secret honey tree. Man, I tell you what, if I were a generous soul, which the devs weren't when it came to these honey trees, I would make this one have a greater chance of being the Munchlax tree, just because it's kind of out of the way. People are likely to miss it, so I don't know. I would just, out of mercy, out of pity for these poor kids in 2008 and 2009. And our repel wore off a while ago. We just haven't been walking around in grass. Aw, it's a Wingull. How cute. How quaint. Pico, my darling, let us set sail. All right. I don't think it's worth the repel, if I'm being honest. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Do I want to check? Okay, there's no item down there. Forget it. But there are some berries. Ooh, an Aguave berry. This is a very unique looking berry. I love the color palette. That green and purple work really well together. Some Rost berries, which is basically a burn heal on vines, as it were. So we're gonna pick the Rost berries. We don't need that. We're probably not gonna need that for a long while. And even when we do quote unquote need it, we probably still won't need it. And a Yapapa berry, I guess we'll pick it. I still don't like the way that's shaped. And with that, guys, yes, we've done it. Oh, thank goodness. Footprints left in the sand, and we're leaving footprints. Yeah, Yeah, thanks. There's a whole guy over there with a, you know, who's kind of weird about that kind of stuff.
Listen, do you know about the battle frontier?
Which one? No, I don't actually. I guess you're someone who's kind of out of the... Hey!
I hear it's a fun place with facilities for battling consecutively under different sets of rules.
That's a very weird, roundabout way to describe it, but not wrong. All right, guys, and here we are. Welcome, finally, to Pastoria City. I feel like I feel drained after that. And God, every single time I walk into a city, it never fails. What are you doing?
Grr, the package hasn't arrived from the Veilstone warehouse yet. I have to wait here until then. I'm going batty from this wait. Oh man, I wish I could do something that involved lots of explosives. Yep, this is gonna be a smashing job for Team Galactic. I'm sure that's not foreshadowing anything. And looky here. Ha, take that, you stinky diamond and pearl players. You guys don't have the Krogunk board. All right, so if you ever wanted to live out your dreams of being a Krogunk, you can do that right there. And hey, while we're at Pastoria City, let's explore. I'm visiting here to see the
Great Marsh.
I'm staying at the Lakeside Hotel.
Oh, someone's loaded. Jeez, oh man. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was in the presence of royalty. All right, in this house, you may, well, not remember this guy, but we've heard of this guy before. So he's going to examine our Pokemon and see if it deserves a scarf. This isn't what... Excuse me? How dare you, sir? So yeah, it's not a happiness thing. It's not a level thing. It's a Poffin thing. So he will give you a scarf based on if your Pokemon is up to snuff when it comes to the beauty or toughness or any of that stuff.
My brother's girlfriend is a massage girl in Veilstone City. They stay in touch by having Pokemon hold mail for each other.
So yeah, this is that boyfriend that we heard about from the massage lady in Veilstone. But those scarves, they really don't serve us too much of a purpose. I believe they will increase your, toughness or beauty or cuteness or whatever.
You're just like a totally impatient boy I met earlier.
I know you guys can't see it, but I'm rubbing my face right now because
it never fails. It's always the same thing. Every city. There's the impatient boy. There's these weird spacemen. They're both causing trouble for everyone in town. I'll tell you what.
Just like you, he's very close with his Pokemon. Hey, thanks for making me smile. This might put a smile on your face. Try dressing up a Pokemon with this Piplup mask.
Aw, so very sweet. This lady will give us the Piplup mask. Oh, that's very cool. I've got a sensei who that mask probably inspired. But coming along over here, what's in this house? What's in this his house? Oh, it's still the same his house as it was before. My mistake. Anywho, moving right along. There is something we're not addressing yet. We'll get to it.
Some trainers deliberately prevent their Pokemon from evolving. They wait until the Pokemon levels up and learns certain moves.
Good example of that. So if you click B while your Pokemon's evolving, you'll startle it and it won't evolve. A good example is Growlithe and Arcanine. Because Arcanine, I don't believe, learns any new moves after it evolves. So if you want your Arcanine to learn Flamethrower without using the TM, prevent it from evolving and then get Growlithe up to like level 35, I think.
In the Great Marsh, quick trams on rails are used for transportation. They prevent damage to the Great Marsh's ecosystem.
Oh, that's cool.
CII?
Oh man, I still got a grudge against your kind. They're preventing me from progressing back on Route 210.
Though the name says quick, their movements are anything but. They're quick trams that traverse through the Great Marsh.
Okay, so then why are they called the quick trams? Riddle me that, Game Boy kid.
Pastoria's gym leader is awesome with his water attacks. You'll know what I mean when you challenge him.
Oh yeah, we'll be getting to that because as you can see, Pastoria is the location of our next gym. That's our 5th one already. Man, we are moving right along, guys. Pastoria City, the Marsh City. So, and there are berries just growing out here in the city. I'm not gonna pick all of them just because I don't know. I don't want to pillage the earth here in the in Pastoria, and it's like not like we're using the berries a lot anyway, so I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time.
I can't use the hidden move Surf until I beat the local gym leader.
Ooh, Surf, huh? We just got Fly. I'm sure Surf is another Fly TM. here, where I'm standing, I'm smack dab in the middle of town. So, do you want a medal or something? He is actually literally smack dab in the middle of town, but that doesn't really do much. No, we have not been to the Pokemon Mansion on Route 212. Mr. Backlot likes to brag about his herd of rare Pokemon. Yes, but does he have Rapidash?
I study rare Pokemon that appear only in the Great Marsh.
Okay, so we've been coming around here, and we've been hearing about the Great Marsh quite a bit. So it's the elephant in the room. We're gonna address it here after we talk to a couple more people. So this guy, he'll give you a Macho Brace, which is pretty good. That increases attack and lower speed, so that might be useful. Combee, once again, only the female evolves and the males do not. So keep that into account when you are, checking your honey trees there. So last house we're going to visit before addressing the marshy elephant in the room.
I've been hiking all around the Sinnoh region. I love planting berries wherever I go. I'll give you a berry too.
Man, we got a lot of people to give a Haban berry. I've never even heard of that before. Lots of people giving us berries. Again, she'll give you one daily. We got Miss Johnny Appleseed, or Jenny Appleseed over here, I suppose.
My sister gathers berries every day. Please come visit again.
All right, so very nice. If you want to make rounds, that's one of the cool things about this game. So there's plenty of stuff like the honey trees, the berries with the mulch and the watering, and the berry people. Like there's lots of like daily tasks you could actually do, which I think is a great integration into Pokemon. So you're not going on like a one-track journey through the game just to catch a bunch of Pokemon and then beat the league. That would be kind of boring, huh? No, I jest. But before we do that, let's heal up. Running in the doors. Running near some more. Running in the doors. Running indoors. Pokemon 4th Gen.